Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you incredible manifestors. That's right. Y'all remember I call you manifestors because every single day you are manifesting something in your life. The question is it what you want? Yes, indeed. Welcome to Spirit Sunday, honey, where every single Sunday I come to you to get you fed and to remind you that you can be, do, and have whatever it is you want. Spirit Sunday. So how many of y'all went to church today? Raise your hand. Was it physical church or was it pillow church? Well, either one, it does not matter because remember, the Spirit resides in you. So wherever you decide to worship the higher presence that exists outside of us, that's okay. And also inside of us, right? Because that's where it all begins. Ooh. I am just so excited. I'm excited every time I have a moment to just come and commune with you, speak to you, and just shared maybe just a little bit of insight into your brain, have mercy. So last week, I talked with you about how to make a decision, right? And everything starts with a decision. And I think before that, I talked about doubt and how to not let doubt interrupt your flow in making a decision, right? Because everything is about making a decision. But sometimes, most times, we live where doubt basically reigns supreme over us, and we can't make a decision. We can't do anything because doubt is hovering over our brains. I also am brainwashing you every single Sunday. I'm getting inside your brain, and I am hoping to wash away the stinking thinking, wash away those doubtful thoughts, and show you how to change your thought seed that you place into your subconscious soil. Because the thought is what creates and supports the doubt if it is a negative one. And so if we can't change that, then doubt takes over, right? So the watering of the seed is the conversation I'm having with you right now, and the conversation you may have with yourself. So that becomes the watering. So first the thought, that's the seed. The conversation, the voicing opinions, and the allowing doubt to set in is the watering of the subconscious soil. So that's how it grows. That's how it grows into a negative or a positive situation. So now we're working on the positive one. And so today, based on the teachings of Cabrini's Law, fuck that, I'm talking about principle number 2, which is trust. Trust. Let's think about that. Trust. What does trust feel like to you? Do you trust yourself? Or are you focused on trusting other people or getting other people to trust you, right? We've always been taught how to trust another person. I trust you. I don't trust you. I wonder, should I trust you, right? But has there ever been an opportunity to teach you how to trust you? How do I trust the decision that I just made? How do I do that? How do I trust the system? How do I trust my timing? You know, all of these things about trust is very important. And I think if we don't take the time to understand what it means to trust ourselves, what happens is that it's harder to make a decision and trust it it becomes more leaning towards the doubtful part that is the most, for some, it may not be for you, but for some, it may be doubt that runs everything in your pathway. So as we are going to go towards the teaching part of trust, I want to ask you a couple of questions about trust, and how does trust fit in your space, in your lives right now. So let's ask that question to yourself. Trust. Trust. That's what I said. Trust. Trust me. Trust me. I'm getting you to trust you. Because, when we think about trust, we never, or I guess a lot of this conversation with me to you is, how are you really trusting yourself, right? When you're looking outside of yourself, not realizing that trust is in you, because what resides in you guys constantly hear me talking about the God in me. And as I've always said, I am not a biblical scholar. I am not a practicer of any religion, except that life is my religion. And I believe, or lean towards, I have some parts of all religions that I lean towards and like what some of them say, most of which is really about self love, and constantly trying to teach us that. And I think as time has gone on, we've given most of that away and not really putting it on self. And I just believe that for me, if you guys ever see me looking up, because I've written a script. I mean, I actually do think that, sometimes I want to write some shit down so that I can stay focused. But a lot of times, I just want to talk to you off the cuff. So if you hear me pausing or looking, it's because I'm looking at what I've written, and which is profound. But sometimes the God in me wants to just talk to you, and just talk to you about trusting yourself, and how important it is that you embrace yourself. And it's taken me a long time to understand what that means to hear the God voice, what that means to hear the first mind, and not say, well, maybe I'll do that, and then have to end up saying, I should have followed my first mind, which is the God mind, right? The God choice. So now I've learned how to really hone in on that, and how to really listen to the voice inside, which is why I said to you, when you see me looking up or looking away, it's because I'm looking at what I've written down. But today I'm trusting for that. I'm trusting myself to just have a conversation with you off the cuff, from the heart, because I trust that it will be just a little bit more impactful today, that I'm going to speak to you from the heart, and trust that it will touch some one of you, if not but one of you. And I don't know who that one is, and hopefully it's many, but when two or more gather, that means me and the one you, then we may get a great conversation together, and something heartfelt, and that you'll at some point, hopefully in this now moment, because that's all we have, is that you just stop where you are and you listen to me, and you hear me talking to the God in you, and that you know that you can trust the God in you. That you can stop, listen, and know that that first minor voice, and you know that it feels good, but we've been taught if it feels good, right, it's too good to be true. This just feels too good, so it just can't be true. Who taught us that? How did that become the leader of our conversations? Girl, this is too good. It's just too good to be true. What if it was so good that it is meant to be true? What if you lean there? Because once you introduce that, then that becomes doubt. So kind of much like a Jenga, right? If you pull the wrong peg, it's going to fall apart. Or like a domino, it will fall apart. But what if you just trusted it and it kept going? And the things that felt good kept going. And then when it didn't feel good, you knew where it came from. You knew why that part did not feel good. And which prompts you to say, I should have followed my first mind, because my first mind felt good. But I've been taught that if it feels good, it's too good to be true. So in today's conversation, spirit conversation, it's about trusting the God self. Trusting the first mind. So now, have you made a decision about anything in your life based on last week? And if you have made the decision, how are you trusting the decision that you made? What are you doing towards the decision that you made last week? So today, I want you to, I have some affirmations I want you to talk about. I want you to say it to yourself. Okay? So I want y'all to get still. I want you to take a deep breath. And I want you to get a little situated. If you're walking, wherever you are, stand upright. And I want you to first pull your shoulders back. And I want you to walk like a confident person. A trustworthy person. How would you walk if you were a trustworthy person? If you wanted someone to trust you, how would you look at them? How would you stand? How would you move about the planet if you wanted someone else to trust you? So now stand in that alignment for yourself. So let's stand and or sit boldly. If you're driving, get a little more upright. And I want you to say to yourself, I trust myself. You know what? I trust myself. I trust the wisdom that I carry. The wisdom and from the things that I've learned along my journey, my life's journey here. The things that I've gotten through, the things that I've walked through. I trust that I am still here now, and that if I am listening to Cabrini speak to me today, then I'm ready for the next step in my life. I trust the decisions that I've made. Some may not have been good decisions, but now I know how to make a better decision. I do. I trust that even if I fall, I will rise. I will rise again. Yes, I will. I trust that my steps are divinely guided because I am allowing the God in me to guide me. I am going to trust that the God in me will guide me in the right direction toward the very decision that I've made. Based on the decision that I've made, I'm going to trust that the universe will guide me to the right person, place, or thing that's going to get me to the decision that I've made. And I'm always going to be trustworthy to myself. I'm always going to be trustworthy to myself. I'm going to stop doubt when it starts. I am not going to feed doubt with verbal water. I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to trust me to be the one. I am the one. Yes, I am. I am the one. I am the trustworthy one in my life today. And I am so grateful for her. I am so thankful to know her, that I could stand in alignment with her today and know that she will guide me and direct me in a way that everything that I want, that I will achieve it, that I can be, I can do, and I can have all the things that I want in my life today. But I gotta know what I want. And I gotta trust that what I want is for me. And today, I am making that bold statement. Today, I am trusting me. Today, it's all about me. So that's it. That's all I got for y'all. And I am knowing that those of you that will listen to me today, that somehow the God in you will spark up and wake up. I should have put a silence on my phone. And it will spark something in you today. I love y'all. And I'm here to feed your mind, your body, and your soul. So today, I want you to remember to always eat right. And when you eat right, you feel right. I want you to think right. Mm-hmm. Everything is about the thoughts that go into our subconscious mind. So as you are eating right, thinking right, y'all make sure you know what, drink right. I'm working on that one. I am. I'm working on that one. But when we put all of those together, when we think right, when we drink right, we can't help but
waiting on a sign from the
sky. So I see y'all in the next video.
When the answer was already inside.
And an amazing week, because guess what? Today is Sunday.
Now I know the truth I carry.
What will you be walking towards?
Don't need permission, don't need to tarry. The whisper I hear, it ain't blind. It's the God in me, yeah. It's my first mind. I'ma trust my first mind. Yeah, that's the God in me, that's the holy design. No more doubting, no rewind. Yeah, Cabrini's law teaches me to let my light shine. I'ma trust my first mind. Spirit talking, I know it's true. That's true. Every time I follow through, I find my freedom, I find my proof. People try to talk me down, yeah. Project their fear, spread it around. But I don't need their point of view. My soul already told me what to do. Faith is the language I speak, yeah. Strength when I feel I'm weak. Trust in me, ain't being blind. Cabrini's law teaches me that it's my first mind. I trust my first mind. That's the God in me, that's the holy design. First the harmony, no more doubting, no rewind. Yeah, yeah. Cabrini's law teaches me, let my light shine. I'ma trust my first mind. Spirit talking, I know it's true. I know through. Every time I follow through, I find my freedom, I find my proof. The God in me speaks through my first mind. I don't doubt it, I don't question it, I trust it. And every time I do, I rise higher. That's alchemy, that's truth, that's me. There's a harvest, it's time for abundance. Planted seeds through tears and doubt. Thought it was over, but look at me now. Here's a warning. Oh, voice of me. What I heard is said. What I sowed in faith. I'm about to receive. I'm about to receive. Oh, it's been growing. And underneath the pain. Underneath the pain. Now it's rising up like summer rain. Oh, there's a harvest. And it's mine to claim. After every loss, after every name, it's my season. It's destiny. Destiny. There's a harvest, and it starts in me. Don't give up before it grows. Every no was fertilizing your soul. Now I dance, now I sing. All that I lost is returning to me. No more lack, no more fear. The harvest is here. The harvest is here. No, yeah. No more doubting, no rewind. Oh, yeah. Cabrini's law teaches me to let my light shine. To trust my first move. Spirit talking, I know it's true. Almost true. Every time I follow through, I find my freedom, I find my proof. Oh.